Spider-Man 4 finally found its director after searching long and hard for somebody to take the helm of the next Spider-Man movie. They found Daniel Destin Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi, and he's kind of been looking for another project to do within Marvel. I think that there was an Agents of Atlas series or something that he was rumored to be attached to, but yeah, I think that he's a great fit for a Spider-Man movie. Just thinking about the action sequences in Shang-Chi alone, that is probably one of the things that the MCU Spider-Man trilogy could use, is some like really good fight scenes and like choreography. So I'm excited about that. If he takes anything from Shang-Chi, I hope it's that. But yeah, Shang-Chi was probably one of my favorite post Endgame Marvel movies featuring a new character. So I think that this is a good fit, and yeah, I'm excited to see what he does with it.
Yeah, it's also expected to be directing the Shang-Chi sequel, if that ever happens, and Wonder Man, which is expected to be a TV miniseries, which is actually in post-production. So,
damn.
I guess Wonder Man is wrapping
So
up
that's
there,
what he's been doing, I
and
guess.
so I guess Marvel's pretty excited with how that turned out to be turning over Spider-Man to him. So
Yeah.
maybe that's an indication of the quality of Wonder Man. We'll hope so. Because I was excited to see what Wonder Man would be like. It's kind of like you said, we don't get a lot of new character stuff here in the MCU. So this is a character that hasn't even been like hinted at all. So
Yeah.
this is fun.
Yeah, definitely. And more rumors surrounding Spider-Man is that Marvel originally wanted it to be like a street level story focused around like three low-level Spider-Man villains finding out who he is and going after him, and apparently there was some multiversal elements added into it. So whatever that is, probably, I don't know, maybe like something to do with like post PTSD of him like experiencing the multiverse or something. I don't know. But now it's rumored that maybe it'll have to do with the next Venom movie, the last Venom. So we also got a Venom 3.
Is that the name of the next Venom movie? The last Venom?
No, it's The Last Dance, but I like calling it The Last Venom.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they just released a trailer for that. And in that trailer, there is a character named Null, Knull, who is essentially like the multiversal Thanos of Spider-Man villains. So he's like the one who's like responsible for like all of the multiverse or like the Spider-Verse comic books and stuff like that. So he's kind of like the end all be all to the Spider-Verse comic books, and he's in Venom 3. So knowing that he's definitely like a multiversal thing, I can't say that that's probably going to be the last place that we see him.
Yeah, that would track. I think they also want to use, it felt like after the hype of, No Way Home, we were going to get like a project announced with either Garfield or Maguire of like just something that they would be doing as Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't seem like there's anything moving on that front.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're maybe wanting, Holland to just wrap up. I'm guessing it's going to be like a 6-movie like saga, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
To think about like one singular Spider-Man getting 6 movies, but I think the first 3 have been good. Just whether this next one's going to be memorable, I think they probably do. Now that I'm saying it out loud, the Sinister Six for Spider-Man 6 just makes too much sense.
Yeah.
So building up maybe to that is what this movie would lay the groundwork for.
Spider-Man franchise too. Let's see. We got the original. We got Tobey Maguire. We got Andrew Garfield. We got Venom, Madam Web, Morbius, the MCU. That's 6 right there.
You might be stretching there, calling Madam Web and Morbius a franchise.
Well, I said universes. I said universes, unless I did say franchises.
Universe?
But
Are they different? Is Morbius a different universe than Venom?
I think so.
I don't know. I never saw Morbius.
Who knows?
Has something to do with Spider-Man.
I guess you could add the Into the Spider-Verse ones too, but then you just get a million universes. But
yeah, then you're like in animated stuff, and it's like it becomes a real mess.
Yeah,
but I'm excited. I think that's a good choice of director. It is kind of interesting seeing. I think Sam Raimi did say he would do this. He also said he would do the Avengers movies because like who wouldn't? He likes money, as most people do. It is interesting that he's like so publicly like, I want to do another Marvel movie. Like,
yeah,
I think a lot of people kind of assumed that Multiverse of Madness was like kind of meddled with producer wise, and that he probably wouldn't have the highest, regard of Marvel, as, big name directors tend to not enjoy. But I think it's definitely maybe something to be said about either him as a director, because he did have problems with the way Sony meddled in Spider-Man 3. Doesn't seem to have those issues anymore. Maybe he's just like, it's a nature of the industry, or maybe Marvel's not nearly as bad as we all assume when it comes to like studio interference.